Okay, hello everyone out there in Math 150 land. We are looking at section 3.6 today. That's solving rational inequalities. Now, the good news is on this section that we've done all of the groundwork we need for graphing rational expressions, and we're going to use a lot of that again today because the big idea behind this is to make a number line to find out where our expression is positive or negative. So the first thing I want to tell you is every single time you're graphing one of these or solving one of these rational inequalities, just set the entire inequality to be zero on one side and then make a number line for the other side. So in the example we're looking at today, we've got x cubed minus 8x squared is less than zero. Everything's already equal to zero. We're going to go and now factor. You may have noticed in our last section it was all about factoring. It's going to stay consistent. We're going to factor this guy. So when we factor this expression, we're going to take out x squared and we're left with x minus 8. So finding out where this is equal to 0, our first factor is equal to 0 when x equals 0, and our second is equal to 0 when x equals 8. What we're going to do is we're going to make use of our trichotomy number line. We're going to make a number line for the expression x squared times x minus 8. We've got a 0 at 0. We've got a 0 at 8. Testing the values, anything before 0 is going to be, well, first thing I notice is we got a square here. This guy is always going to be positive. So really, it all comes from the x minus 8. So testing a value, negative value in x minus 8, we get a negative minus a negative. That is going to be negative. Now, using a value between 0 and 8, let's use 4. That is also going to be negative there. Now, that shouldn't come as a surprise because we talked about the multiplicity of this example. The multiplicity is equal to 2 because we have two repeated factors here. So that means we're going to bounce. So we start negative and we stay negative. Not a big deal at 0. So now we go to 8 and we plug in a value greater than 8 and we use any value over here. When we plug that in here, we're going to end up with a positive. So our question is, where is this expression less than 0? We are looking for the negative answers. So we are talking about everywhere in this interval and then everywhere in this interval. Now be careful, we are not talking about 0 because this is a less than. It's not a less than or equal to sign. So we're strictly less than. So the answers for this particular example, we're going to be less than 0, or the expression will be less than 0 when x starts at negative infinity and goes to 0, and then again from 0 all the way until 8. So we'll put our union symbol in there. This is where our expression is negative. So there's our first example, kind of a warm up. But to recap, make the expression less than or equal to 0. Always get a 0 on one side. Factor that result, then make a number line and go from there. I'll be coming back with another video on section 3.6 soon. Uh, Other than that, hopefully everything's going well. If you have any questions, reach out to me and look forward to working with you guys some more real soon. Take care, everybody.